So how exactly do you build a strong brand on Instagram? Do you show personal pictures? Do you show your dog? Do you have pretty colors? How do you do it? Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Simone. If you don't already know me, I am a business coach and I am an Instagram expert. I love Instagram. I have sold almost 6 figures there in the past year, and it is just my happy place to be. So I wanted to talk today about how to build a very strong and powerful brand on Instagram, because it is possible. You can stand out from the competition, the pack on Instagram. So let's get started and talk about how you can do that. So the first thing for Instagram, how to brand yourself strongly, is first of all, just be yourself. I always say be unapologetically yourself, because on Instagram, it is so tempting to just go copy somebody who looks like they're really killing it and they have a great brand. You want to borrow their colors, you want to talk the way they talk, you want to sell the way they sell, and you just want to be them, right? That's your first mistake. You want to be you. You want to figure out what are the things that make you uniquely you and do those things. You need to have a strong sense of who you are and what your brand and your business represents, okay? So it's really important that you know these things and you can just show up as yourself. Easier said than done, though. I know this. Number 2, know what makes you different. So I want you guys to write down a list of every single thing that makes you different. Did you grow up in Santa Fe? Or did you do this? Or did you do that? Are you an Instagram expert? Are you a YouTube expert? Do you love pickles? Do you hate pickles? This is all part of your personal brand, right? So you want to make sure that you're able to identify what makes you different. Do you have a different framework that you offer for coaching, things like that? So there are so many things that you can do with your personal brand, but you need to make sure that you can identify why it's different to work with you or to follow you or any other thing. Talk about those weird little quirky things and figure out what makes you different. Next, you should know that visuals matter, okay? Your colors, your font, your branding, all of that. If you can afford to do it, listen, you guys, if you can afford to do it, get professional branding for your business and for your brand. A professional website, Instagram templates, story templates, things like that are all cohesive colors. You want to make sure that you're showing up in a similar way, right? One of the biggest mistakes I see people make is that they just make whatever graphic is cute on Canva and they don't follow consistent colors, they don't follow consistent brands. You can do your own branding as well for cheap. Just make sure you only choose 3 fonts and then you only choose 3 colors, because otherwise you're confusing your audience. You want to be able to stand out to your ideal audience. When they scroll, they see you and they're like, oh, there's Simone, she's in purple. Got it. Okay. She has purple text. That's her. Okay. Recently, I had a branded Instagram post that got saved, 50 saves. And I was like, oh, wow. A lot of people like that, right? Okay. So it's really important that you have your strong visual branding. The next thing that you want to do to create a strong brand is create connections on Instagram. Having a brand, and part of that is making sure that your reach is being spread, right? So making sure that people know you as this person, or you are creating an audience that loves to do this. Like very early on in my Instagram career, I guess, can we say that, right? Early on there, I actually talked a lot about video confidence, how to talk to the camera, how to be confident, how to not stumble over your words, which I did like 30 times the last video and this video, but who cares, right? So how to make sure that you are creating an engaged audience, right? Without an engaged audience, you really wouldn't have a brand, right? We can start off with 0 followers, we can start off with 0 subscribers on YouTube, but in order to build a strong brand, we need to make sure that we're showing up consistently for our audience, right? You're not going to be able to build a strong of a brand if you're not giving to your audience, if you're not interacting with them, if you're just putting content out and ghosting. That's not going to be a strong brand. It's going to be that you're just trying to be transactional when it's a give and it's a take, right? To have this really good, strong reputation and community that you're building. The next thing when you're branding yourself is to remember that you have a reputation. So act great in the DMs, act great in regular life when you're posting, right? So try not to get in a ton of arguments. Try not to, do anything that's super shady. You want to make sure that you remember that your brand is your reputation. If you are a coach and you're paying someone $2 an hour to do something, but then you say, I'm investing 10K in branding, that's not cohesive, right? That's not on brand. It's really good to have a few things that you're known for, but don't be lying and don't be manipulative, because that can really hurt your brand. I like to say is act accordingly online and offline, right? I personally have gotten in trouble before because I've had arguments in the DMs with people, and then they screenshot it and then they send it to so-and-so and they send it to so-and-so. Maybe that has hurt my reputation. I don't know. I'm just being honest and real here. But you have to remember that what happens in the dark a lot of times will come to light. So there are screenshots and there are things that can hurt your brand and hurt your reputation. So be very mindful. The streets are watching, right? Next, remember that you are your brand. This is so hard for people to realize, that when you're building a brand on Instagram, whether you're a blogger, whether you're a coach, whether you're a service-based entrepreneur, whether you're a course creator, like, you are your brand. Even if your brand is called contentmachine.com, they want to know who's behind the contentmachine.com. They want to know you. So it's really important that you identify with your brand. So if you love matcha teas, like I love matcha tea, my audience usually sees when I'm drinking a matcha tea. They know that I'm a mom. They know that I'm pregnant. Like, there's so many things about my brand that are uniquely me as a person that seep into my business and my brand on Instagram. So in order for me to create a really strong brand, people have to be invested in me. So stop shying away from the camera. Stop shying away from talking about a little bit of your personal life and a little bit about what things are going on. Do you need to do a whole soap opera about the drama in your life with your mother-in-law? No, you don't. But showing things here and there are going to make your audience trust you, love you, believe you so much more than anything else. So definitely start sharing some of your life and sharing some of your vision for your business and what you're working on, because that strong brand will equate into sales later, and that will equate into a booming business, I promise. So if you guys liked this video, I highly recommend that you guys download my awesome freebie below. It is all about Instagram sales. Personal branding is a huge part of Instagram sales. So go ahead and download your Instagram sales magic guide below, because it's so good. It is, mwah. It is absolutely positively fantastic. So I hope to see you guys in there, and I hope you guys have a great day. And thank you so much for coming to my channel and supporting me this way and watching my videos. I'll be back next week. All right, bye.